You say you know me, but then you say I changed. You say you know me, but then turn and disrespect my name. You say you know me, so what's up with all the false claims? You say you know me, but never came at me about one simple thing. You say you know me, but is it me that you really know? You say you know me, but then hurt what you claim you know. Ashe, Soul Family. I'm Noni Angel. Welcome to my channel, Seeker of Self, where we seek within self to become aware, enlightened, and grow. Training our subconscious mind and reprogramming our conscious mind for the best and the elevation of ourselves. For those who know what the spiritual path is, you already know that it was not by choice. It found us. So for those who are on their spiritual path, we did not choose this. We did not choose this. This path actually found us in the time of need. So I just didn't wake up and say, oh, I want to lock my hair and start meditating and doing yoga. No, it kind of grew on me in the process of starting this new path, this path finding me. And I'm just working with it now. So how did this path find me? In the process of any individual's growth, any individual's awareness, and any individual's enlightenment, we must be ready for change. Change cannot happen if we are not ready for and to change. Started my spiritual journey back in 2020. Me and my boyfriend at the time moved all the way from Oklahoma to North Carolina. His family lives in South Carolina, and our job transferred us to North Carolina. So it was a win-win. Closer to Florida, closer to Atlanta. So that was good for me, and he's closer to his people and his kids. So like I said, it was a win-win. In the midst of us coming down here, it was different. It was different. Moving to a whole new state with a man that you're not married to, that things weren't really going all peaches and cream. But 6 years, that's a long time. 6 years, that is a long time. A lot of things were forgiven. A lot of things were spoken about. So in the midst of us shifting down here, everything that we left in Oklahoma was left in Oklahoma. So in the process of us being down here, nice little duplex, upstairs, downstairs, nice little area. Things started shifting. Things started changing. Once you really understand what unequally yoked really means, then you will really start dating with purpose and taking your time to really understand who you're with. But like I said, it was 6 years. It was 6 years in the process of me truly still finding myself, because 6 years ago, I was not this. I was not this. So he was a narcissist. He always changed my words around to make it seem like I was the one tripping. Everything that he said, I had to take it because my memory was bad. It was messed up. It was messed up. It was fucked. It was really fucked. So just think about you having bad memory. And this is your longest relationship you ever been in. and you love him, and you never grew up with a male figure in your life. This was your man. This was my man. This was the man that I cared for. This was the man that I could confide in. This was the man that I took care of. This was my man. But my man was a narcissist. But this was my man. In the process of us growing out of our relationship, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, it just wasn't what I wanted anymore. When I was younger, we both were just learning each other. Yes, stuff was crazy. He lied, I lied, we forgave, we argued, yes. But like I said, all of that was left in Oklahoma before we even came to North Carolina. Once we got to North Carolina, it was a clean slate. And when I made it here was when my life started shifting. I started seeing repeated numbers. I started really just paying attention to certain things I didn't pay attention to. It was just the energy, it was just the energy. The energy was shifting within this world, allowing people to wake up and become aware of what was going on, regardless of how you became aware or what you became aware of. 2020 allowed a lot of people to really become aware of what was going on. In the midst of me coming down here to North Carolina, Trump, Biden, the whole shebang, all of that energy was just, it was a lot of energy. It was a lot of everything just going on and happening, allowing a lot of people to become aware. Become aware of what? That's all up to that individual. I, at that moment in time, was becoming aware of self. I did not like how easy a man could manipulate me due to manipulating my emotions, making me feel bad. That's what brought me to my spiritual path, to the unknown path. It was me and him. I left my family, I left my sister. It was just me and him. And his kids. He did have 2 kids. Now, and that's crazy. Because for a man that's older than me, that has kids, the whole part where I was wanting that security, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I was wanting that security. Back in 2018, I found that I was pregnant. And I didn't tell anybody about this. I was scared. And the only person that I could go to was my man, right? The man that I lay up with, the man that I wake up to, the man that I live with, my man, right? The only person I could go to was my man. And in the midst of me telling him about my pregnancy scare, he didn't turn around and support me. He turned around and said, "We're not going to talk about that right now until you're for sure." But why would I be speaking about it if it wasn't a for sure chance I may be? I just wouldn't be grabbing it out the air and talking about it, you know? But for a man with 2 kids, a boy and a girl, that done this before, kind of handled it different than what I expected. I didn't feel secure. I didn't even feel like he wanted a child or wanted some more kids. He's going through things with him and the mother and his kids and child support and this and that. And I'm like, You know, that it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. And then I didn't even find out he had kids prior to like a year and a half of us being together. But he cried and he cried, and the only thing I could do was forgive him. You know, I'm getting called dumb and crazy for forgiving a man that lied about 2 of his offsprings. But this man sat here in my face and cried to me and cried to me and told me how much he loved me. That's why he lied to me, because he thought I didn't like kids. But I love kids. So that was a real big shift. A real big shift. Thinking you're stepping into a relationship when it's just you and them. And then a year and a half down the road is you, him, and them, you know? Which is not bad because I like kids, but damn, really? You know? So after all of that, I thought it wouldn't be a problem. You got kids, you know? So I would at least think that you'll be there to comfort me and secure me and bring me positive affirmations and words to help me through this. He knew I was the only stable one in my family, taking care of my sister, my mom, my grandma here and there. I was the only stable one in my family. So for me to be the only stable one in my family at a young age, to bring forth a baby of a man that barely looks like he wants to support me or support us, knowing that I'm supporting my mom, my grandma, and my sister, and now I got to support a baby, and I don't even know if this man's going to be here because he keeps breaking up and making up, breaking up and making up with me and leaving me. So think I was a good 4 years younger than him. But to have a man that already been through and went through this, to not support you, be there for you at all. Except when I got the abortion. Like, this is your choice. If you want to do it, you do it. I wanted to do it. Like he said, it was my choice. And I wanted to do it. So I didn't feel protected. I didn't feel secure. I felt like I would be the only one paying for everything, honestly. And I didn't want that. But from where I'm at now to then, I promise you I would have made a different decision. I would have made a different decision. I got on my knees and I cried and I prayed for forgiveness. But when we moved to North Carolina, all of that shifted. All of that shifted. I'm still with a man after I got an abortion. After I went through abuse. I'm still with a man that gaslights me, that manipulates me, try. And when he can't, call me crazy. Just because he didn't understand the spiritual side of everything doesn't make me crazy. I barely understood it, you know? But I really did wish we could work together at that moment in time. But everybody's soul isn't ready to elevate. Everybody's soul isn't ready to grow. So he said no. He wasn't going to start a new journey with me on this path. And I respected it. So now we're sitting here physically together, but spiritually, we're unequally yoked. Spiritually, we're pulling apart. And that was just it. We got through everything physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, still giving sex, knowing that I don't even want to. But this is my man, so why wouldn't I satisfy him? But that was my fault. Because I'm thinking that a man that I get into a relationship with should have that treatment of husband. But You're no husband. You're just a boyfriend. But that's on me. Because if I'm with you, then my whole purpose, my whole intention is marriage. So I look at you as a husband. So I will do wifely duties to the man that I'm with, because that's how I was looking at it. A man that I am with, I look at you as a husband, because I do not just date just to date. But why am I doing this to a man that's not even my husband? You're just a husband in training. If that, I don't even know what you call it, a boyfriend. But after him forcefully called the police on me, trying to get me arrested, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, I had to leave. Literally had to leave. He didn't even want me to leave. Calling me devils. Just a lot. It was just a lot. It got so bad to where I went to the girl next door from us. Because I'm like, this girl, she's an older lady. You know, she was our age, but she was a little older than me. Both of them, my ex and her, was a little older than me. But I went to her and I'm venting to her about what's going on and letting her know my side. And here he comes, knock, knock, knock. Here he comes, trying to defend himself, defend his character. And now I'm sitting in a room with the man that I'm tired of being with, that I'm venting to her about, because I have no female friends in my life except for one. So I'm literally venting to a woman about my womanly needs and my relationship. She said she knows the Lord. She said her and her mama go to church. But then I look up and you got 2 boyfriends. Like, I just didn't know what to do. So now I'm in a room with her and my boyfriend. And both of them are pointing fingers at me like I'm the bad guy. Like, oh, you should give him a chance. Oh, you should just hear him out. But I just sat here and I told you that this man put his hands on me. I just sat here and I told you I did all I can do. Literally. But you want me to give it another round? But this man sits here and say that he doesn't have to change. He doesn't have to grow. So if one person in a relationship feel like they don't have to do anything to better the relationship and it's just you, then what can a person do? What can a person do? Because if you're going to sit here and just say it's me, then what can I do? When I know that I've been doing the work for so long in order to get to that position. So after my 6-year relationship, this is when I literally got to my knees and I cried and I prayed because I was done. I was done giving love that wasn't feeling appreciated. I was done taking care of a man that would just turn around and try to manipulate me and act like I was crazy. I was tired of wearing a mask where I could not be myself, could not talk freely about the things that I was going through because it made me look crazy. It made me look crazy. And to look crazy to the world is one thing, but to look crazy to your spouse, to your loved one, is a whole nother thing. So I just got all my stuff and I left. Why did I leave? Knowing that he has family down here? I don't know. Because I just wanted to really get going. And the police said if they get called back again, somebody was going to jail. And I wasn't trying to do all that. But my 6-year relationship is what brought me to my spiritual shift. After that, now I'm awoke. Now I see the different things that I can do. And I also see the different things that are within people. I had to look this up. Light worker. I've been calling myself a energy healer. I've been calling myself an energy healer, but I really looked into light worker. Light worker versus starseed, because I've been calling myself a starseed as well. But I looked into that. And back then, I didn't even know what those were. But I just felt like I had a curse on me. And in the midst of me growing and really understanding what that thing is, I called a curse. Because it can either be a curse or a blessing. I transmute negative energy into positive energy. But like I said, that can either be a curse or a gift. So in the midst of all of my years after 2020, meeting people, dudes per se, that came into my life. Because I don't date. I don't go looking. I've been taking care of me. I can take care of me. I don't want or need a man to take care of me. But I want that right man. I need that right man. That godly man. But for right now, I'm fine. But I have had people come into my life to distract me, to dim my light, to allow me to feel so small and so low and so disgraceful. People have came into my life, used me, mistreated me, abused me. And then I sit here and I look and I ask myself, like, is this what I deserve? I don't go looking for anything. They come to me. And when a person comes to me, yeah, I check it out. I vibe it out. We chill. And if I like you, then I like you. But we already know that I don't date, that I date with intentions. We already know that. We already know that I want a husband. We know that. So before we even get into this relationship, this connection, you already know what I seek. So why are you here to play with me? I had dudes that came into my life, a 35-year-old, the oldest I've dated, came into my life. Cheated, lied, and misused me. Made me look dumb. Made me look dumb for liking him. Made me look dumb for giving my body to him. Made me look dumb. Because he chose a woman over me and lied to me and told me that they were no longer together when we first met. When we first met before you even started dating. You were single. He was single. 35-year-old male, single, got his head on straight, got dreams and ambitions, but you're still fooling around with your exes. So that was a lesson. Going back, minding my business. Boom. Meet somebody else. Didn't think to date them. No. Didn't think to talk to them. No. But this one was different. This one was quiet. Wore glasses. Not really in the mix. To himself. A writer. But in the process of me getting to know him, things went downhill. Came to find out he was a crackhead. And some people may say, well,
Noni, how don't you know you dating a crackhead?
You may pass a crackhead every day and not know they're a crackhead. But in the midst of us getting to know each other, I'm dating a crackhead. You know? I'm dating a man that has crack dealers looking for him. You know? But I care so much. And like I said, it's a curse and a gift. It's a curse and a gift. It's a curse because it hurts me so much it hurts me so much until I understand how to handle and how to deal with it. It hurts me so much. But it's a gift to those who I come in contact with to share light, shine light, and bring that positivity into them. It's a gift. But to me, it's a curse if I don't know how to use it correctly or use it correctly to the right one. So yeah. So after 35-year-old, I started getting to know this other guy, the author. But like I said, came to find out, the writer, after the 35-year-old, I met the writer. But like I said, came to find out that this writer was a crackhead. He had crack dealers looking for him because he didn't pay them their money back. So me, y'all may be like,
No, you crazy. You dumb for that.
Like I said, it's a curse and a gift. So me, I don't like seeing nobody in need. I don't like seeing nobody in pain. Now, mind you, these choices are the choices of a loving young lady who cares about everyone, who never grew up with a father figure and found value within herself from the wrong doings of others towards me. So y'all may not be making the same choices as me, because I know my best friend, she be looking at me like, oh yeah, I wouldn't even have. Oh, you talk, I wouldn't have did that. And I'd be like, oh no, not me. I care so much. But I always call my best friend my physical best friend. Like, cause she really helps me when it comes to a woman knowing her true worth. I'm not saying I did not know my worth, but growing up, I had to find that worth. A lot of women go to the streets, go to pimps, go strip. I'm not saying everything for everyone, but a lot of women who lacks that security finds that security another way. Different story for different folks. A lot of men who lacks that security, that figure, finds that figure within the streets. So different strokes for different folks. So I never found that security within the streets, within a man, being underneath a man. Just, I never had that security. My security was always relationship. I found security within a relationship because I can love them while they can love me. But if they can't love me and I'm just loving them, then that's where I take the L, the lesson. And I hurt. And I hurt all the time. Because no one ever loved me the way I love them. No one. No one. Right now, we know what love looks like. And we know what love is. So if a man or a woman truly loved you the way you deserve to be loved, where they at? Why y'all not together? Why we not together? You know? So it's lessons behind it all. It's lessons behind it all. But let me not get, off topic. Boom. Going back to the man that owed the crack dealers. I came out of pocket and gave this man money to pay these crack dealers back because they were knocking on his door, trying to bust down his door for their money. They were looking for this man. So I gave him money to pay these men back. Now, it just wasn't no 2-digit numbers. No, it was 3-digit numbers. I gave this man money to pay these people back. This man did not have no job. This man did not have a job, but he had money coming in regarding his disability because he was a veteran. He was a veteran. So, again, thank you for your services. But everybody has their own path. But I gave this man money to pay these crack dealers back. And after he paid these crack dealers back, what'd he do? He turned around and got some more crack. He turned around and got some more crack. Now, and that it's on me. It's on me. I keep treating these relationships like they're marriages. And I seen a video, and a man was telling me that we can't treat these relationships like they're marriages because they're not. I know when you get married, you should give your all to your husband. And husbands, you should give your all to your wife. When you get married, you should not go down easily. When you get married, you should not quit easily. You should not give up. You should continue to build each other, to better each other so you both can grow. You don't give up easy. No. But that's what I had in my heart. If this is going to be a marriage, you don't give up easy. You do for them. But that's what I had in my heart. But this isn't a marriage. And that's what I know. I know that now. Let's get back to my story. So he came back to me, letting me know that the second time, he bought some more, but the second time he was a little short. He was shorting them. So I'm like, you bought some more, but you were short? Like, how much are they asking for? Right? So they was asking for another 3-digit number. So I'm looking at him like, dang. So I had to sit down with him, and I sat down with him, and I said, I got bills, and I got this too. I don't support. You know what I mean? Whatever you do is what you do, but I don't support. I don't support. You know what I mean? I don't support addictions. I don't support. So we had to sit down and we had to talk about me not supporting. And after, yes, y'all, I gave him some more money the second time to pay the dealers. Yes, I did. Oh, no, why? Bro, I don't know how that drug stuff be going. I don't. But I know when you own somebody, they gonna come looking for you, and some may come shoot you. So hey, I got it. You and me, we together, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pay. I don't want you dead. I'm gonna go ahead and pay. Right? So fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Shame on you. Third time. Fool me 3 times. Fuck the peace sign because I don't know. Third time. He came to me. Again. Saying that this time was the last time. And he just needed the money. Third time, I said no. I said no. I ain't have it. You see what I'm saying? I ain't have it. I said no. Like literally just gave you, I ain't about to shout out how much, but literally just gave you 3-digit numbers. You know what I mean? Like twice, not just one time, twice. Gave you 3-digit numbers. Like literally could have put that down on rent. Like, no lie. And you were asking me for money the third time? Because you're going back and you're getting drugs? Crack. And now they're saying that they're going to kill you? I don't know what to tell you. Shit, you should have stopped messing with them the first time. Then the second time. But the third time, I didn't give him money. The third time, I had to fall back. Because that wasn't the life that I wanted to live. That I never had a crackhead boyfriend. Now, being a crackhead is one thing. But being an active crackhead is another thing. You're active. You're out there getting the crack, taking the crack. And now you're owing people for crack. I hope they don't edit this. I don't even know what am I live or not live to say. But, like I said, truth be told. So I had to give that up, you know. Had to give that up. Now, I fell back. I'm minding my business like always. I don't go get no man. I don't get no man. I don't. I just worry about me. I worry about me. So, left that alone. Met someone else. Bless you. Met someone else. Well, that person met me. Oh, Pharaoh. Again, another person met me. Asked for my number. Didn't even want to get my number. Now, in this new shift, if I don't want to do something, I will not do it. I got to know people just because I'm not a rude person saying that you're not my type physically. Like, I said yes to sex while in relationships when I really didn't feel like it. And people that just try to make you feel like you have to give them sex in order for stuff to change and to elevate. Like, if I don't feel it, I'ma say no. A man, again, that was older than me. And we connected on a spiritual level too, and that's the crazy thing. And this man had kids. So, in the midst of this man being older than me, and us connecting on a spiritual level. Nope, yeah. And us connecting on a spiritual level, I'm thinking that this is different. I never dated a spiritual man before. Not godly, not religious, but spiritual. Someone that's free-minded, open, free-spirited. I never. But this man came into my life with positive words, healing words, and listening skills from my knowledge. And when I thought it was going to be something, he showed me that it was nothing. Now, mind you, I didn't want to lay down with this man. I wasn't physically ready. I wasn't yearning for sex. I wasn't physically ready. But he laid there, spoke to me. It made me feel safe and safe, loved, and secure within, which made me feel a little better. Because physically I'm thinking like we really don't know each other. I know we connect like that, but maybe it's too fast. But then on the other side, it's like, oh, Noni, well, you're grown. People do this and do that. But then on this other side, it's just like, oh, well, what if this happens? And what if this don't happen? So even though I didn't feel secured physically, he was giving me all these emotional things and mental things to allow me to feel secure mentally and emotionally. But after he came into my temple, or after I allowed him into my temple, this man left me on the side of the road. This man left me on the side of the road. I don't got no one to call. I ain't know nothing. And that was on me for leaving everything I had at home, trying to rush. But to reach out to a person that just laid up with you and spoke positive affirmations in your ear, let you know that everything is going to be okay. They're not like this person. To come into your temple and take. When you weren't even ready, you just gave this man the benefit of the doubt because he's giving you all these good things, and you're painting him as a good man, as a father figure man. This man won't do this. But after you reach out to this man because you were stuck on the side of the road and asked him for $20 and he said yes, he'll give it to you. But now all of a sudden, an hour go past, 2 hours go past, and he never sent you the money. And then he has the nerve to say, oh, well, I thought you didn't need it anymore because you didn't say anything about it. Why would I even ask a person for anything if I didn't need it? I'm not that type of, I do for me. I make my own money. I pay my own bills. I take care of me, and I take care of my family. So why would I reach out to you about $20? Because I didn't understand it. So I reached out for $20 because I literally ran out of gas and was stuck. Literally stuck. And he said he got me. The same man that came into my temple, giving me all these positive things, said he got me, right? So I was good. That $20 ain't never came. That $20 did not never come. Never came. So you're telling me that you can come into my temple and take, but you can't help me out in this physical world? Who are you? So again, that was a AL lesson on my end of a man that just came in and take. But But you sit here and you talk about positivity and what a real man and how a real man's supposed to, what? You a grown man with kids. And I looked at him better than that. So, I mean, that was an L. And I left that alone because a man that can just come in and take, knowing that I'm not ready, but then turn around and not even help me physically. That doesn't make sense, and that hurt me. And that hurt me because I didn't ask for none of that. I didn't ask for any of that. But I never closed my heart off for love. I never closed my heart off for love. Never. It was a time where I'm living with my ex. It was my boyfriend at the time, but I'm living with my ex. We're roommates now because we broke up. He was African, but he looked American. And I never dated an African before. I think he said he was from Senegal. Don't quote me on that. But it was my first time dating an African. Probably like 2 years younger than me. And smart, hardworking, dedicated man. But this man right here put women beneath him. Say he would never listen to a woman. Treated me like I had no value. I had no purpose. And quoted from the words he said. He's tired of looking at me because I don't even inspire him. I don't drive him to be a better him. Coming from a man that lays up under me, and I give my body to and give you all these positive affirmations and this growth, and you have the nerve to tell me that I don't have purpose. I don't inspire you. But then when I go through your phone, you have other women in your phone, linked up behind BMWs and nice house and nice scenery. So they inspire you. You say I don't inspire you because I'm not posted up with a Benz. I don't live in a nice scenery. I don't wear Gucci or Coach, But I don't inspire you. The same man that lays next to me and wake up to me. But you're in my life. Why are you in my life if I don't inspire you? So you could just take. And when I was done with it, you physically got removed. How can a person respect any man that puts his hands on a woman? I can't. Three things that I cannot respect from any man is a man that does not take care of his kids. You are not a man if you cannot take care of your kids. 2, a man that is not about their money. You cannot be a man if you're not about your money. You can't. Who's taking care of you, man? And then 3, an abusive man. Mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, an abusive man. Those are the 3 things that I cannot respect. I can't. A man that cannot take care of his kids that can't make his own money, and that's abusive. Them the three things that I cannot respect in a man. I can't. And this man did not even look abusive. This man had sisters. He was the only son. The only oldest brother in his family. Sarah Lee. He was from not synagogue, Sierra Leone. There's where he was from. So he was from Sierra Leone and lived in America. The first and only African I ever dated. I would say the last, but I'm not going to put one bad character for the rest. No, not at all. Because I met people from Africa. I worked with a lot of people that was from Ghana. And different. Every African is not the same. Every American is not the same. So different. But this man, did not see the abuse coming. It was so bad that I wanted to kill him. Like, I wanted to kill him. I wanted to kill him. Like, for a man to put their hands on a woman. And I didn't put my hands on him, no. No, not at all. I don't believe in putting my hands on men. And I learned my lesson back in my 6th year. I'm good. I do not put my hands on men no more. So for him to put his hands on me and strangle me and slam me to the ground, you never loved me. You never respected me. And you never valued me. But you already said that. You told me that already. I wanted to kill him. Really, I wanted to kill him. Like, I refuse to let a man, I refuse to let any man put their hands on me. And he wasn't the first. But he is the last. I went out there, I messed up his car, tore up a lot of stuff. We both went to jail. But he called the police first. After he slammed me and choked me. You know, he called the police first when I was tearing up his vehicle. But, yeah, after all of that, and that broke my heart bad. Because I never expected him to put his hands on me. Us being on the phone and hearing him talk to his sisters and motivate his sisters and things like that. And he even looked me dead in my face and said he would never put his hands on a female. From how he was raised, his morals and his principles, and being African. And he has sisters. And he would never want a man to put their hands on them. But you have the nerve to grab me by my neck and strangle me and throw me to the ground. That was one of the most heartbreaking, and fighting is one thing. You know, two people fighting is one thing. But to have a person that you really love, taking you to your friend, taking you to their people's house, and somebody that you truly love, do that to you, and then have the nerve to look down at you. Like, bitch, get up. That shit hurt. I ain't never seen that coming. Never. But A man that sit there and tell you that you don't inspire him, that you have no value and have no purpose.